Okay guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be my top 5 secondary weapons for endgame. This is in no particular order, so let's get right to it. As you can see in my hand, I got the Warframe Prime. This is one of the 5, and if you go and look at its stats, it's pretty impressive, pretty much as to how I build for it. Critical chance, the multipliers there. Status is not really a priority as far as when you fired the slug, but if you fired the buckshot, however, as you see, the status is at 95.1 with the corrosive slash procs kicking in. This thing will hit like a truck. It will keep going and going. And if you want, you could strategize as far as how you want to take out said enemy. Alright, now I'm going to put out a level 115 corrupted heavy gunner out here. Let me get this going. I'm gonna just have him up there. Now what you can do with the fauna, you can hit him up in the head like so, and then just hit him with all of that status. Hit him up in the face yet again, and the status will just finish him off, take care of the rest. So as you can see, no contest there. So that's why the Warframe Prime is in my top 5 right there. So that's number 1. Okay, and on top of that, as far as with the build, that's how I build for the Warframe Prime. I have the hydraulic crosshairs in there to go along with Jolt, Pistol, Pestilence, Lethal Torn Barrel, the Fusion Horn Strike, the 3 basic mods as far as dealing for the raw damage, Prime Pistol, Gambit, and Prime Target Cracker for the crit multiplier and the critical chance game to form a build. Alright, now the next on my list is the glygh. The glygh hits like a truck also, the status being up there, so it will be really nice to proc off that corrosive game. Puncture is really good against for the heavily armored units. And on top of that, critical chance at 71.8 with a crit multiplier of 4.2. These puppies will hit hard as well. They could scale and scale and scale, and as long as you have accuracy along with going for those headshot game, you will do wonders. Get this guy up there once again. Like I said, you could just go and keep hitting them in the head just like so, because headshots deal more damage. As you see, as a result of that, he's down for the count. Now if there's a lot of enemies surrounding you, you still just prioritize which ones are the more serious threat, and you can just take them out as you see fit. Now also with the glygh, what you can do, I have quick draw on it so I can reduce that that reload, but if you're comfortable with having a reload of 3, you could just have it like that, and also you could just put in hydraulic crosshairs like that. Enough said. Okay, now the third weapon that is going to be in the bunch is also going to be the glygh Prime. The glygh Prime still in this game is still top tier. It outclasses most of the secondary weapons that we have in the game just because of the critical chance and the multiplier kicking in to go along with that status. It's the same thing with the glygh. It's just that with the glygh Prime you only have 1 pistol in your hand versus the glygh you're dual wielding. So I'm going to bring that bastard out there again. And since I'm using Mesa with the shooting gallery, you gotta get that damage, you know, multiplier going. So as a result, keep hitting him in the head, that he's gonna keep falling just like that. As you see, he has no head. So that's pretty much the deal as far as with the glygh Prime. I almost said the glygh. With the glygh, as you can see, hydraulic crosshairs. Once you have that on and you hit him in the head so much times, it's just a matter of time before he goes down anyway. So that is pretty much awesome stuff right there. Now for number 4, as we're getting down near to the end of this, the Stiletto Prime. Now the Stiletto Prime, pretty much how I build it, same thing with the whole corrosive game and whatnot, but since it's impact skewed, it would be nice for it to proc the slash, but it does it as well. But it does it in such quick rapid succession that you barely see it, but it's there. The critical chance is at 43.1 with a crit multiplier of 4.2, but the fire rate to go along with the critical chance and the status push this weapon beyond its stats, because it seemed like it's mediocre at first, but you have to look deeper into it to see as to why it does what it does. Now I'm just gonna get this guy up there again, and he's gonna drop so damn quick it's beyond it's not even funny. So as you can see, he didn't even last that long. You're talking about like at least 2 to 3 seconds before he already dropped. So it's not even a contest when it comes to the axe stilettos. And since if you go for headshots with this, like I said, hydraulic crosshairs is essential when it comes to weapons that deal crit plus the multiplier, and you also have the stats to go along with it. Alright, now last but definitely not least, this weapon has been my bread and butter, the Vacor Murloc. The critical chance is 57.4 with a 3.2 crit multiplier. Status is at 98.4. Corrosive again. Corrosive is good against heavily armored units, and once this thing kicks in as well, it's pretty much game over, as long as you're aiming in the head, that is. So let me just get this guy up here for a final time. And as you can see, with 10 shots, he's already dead. If I just let the corrosive kick in, let it do its thing, it will drain its health a little bit. But since with the Vacor, heck, I just like to do the whole flip action with the Vacor Murloc. Just let it do the flip animation, because it's one of the coolest animations in the game. Let's just get that out the way. That's just for what it is. But that's technically my top 5 weapons that I like to go as far as with endgame. Vacor Murloc, Axe Stilettos, Euphona, Aklex, or the Lex Prime. Those 5 weapons will go far and far into endgame, still be hitting guys like a truck. There are a lot of weapons that you could also consider as well, but as far as hard hitting, critical hitting, the multiplier with the status, those are my 5 weapons that I like to choose as far as going endgame.